Hi beautiful, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I promised to be showing you videos of how to tie gele. Then I thought to start with this beautiful round gele and more new designs to come. Now I start by plaiting my gele. This gele I use 65-35 measurements. If you don't know how to achieve that, you need to watch my previous video on how to get your gele measurement. Here I'm showing you how to lay the pleats. You see, you lay them on top of one another, on top of each other, before you proceed to taking it to the back to cross it. So I'm doing the same thing on this side too. You can see I'm laying the pleats on top of each other. This is so that the gele doesn't slip off the person's ear. Like it doesn't slip off, leaving the air outside, and it will ensure it is firm. So this is how to lay your pleats on top of the person's ear, and you spread the pleats around the middle of the person's head. I mean the forehead backward. Around that place you spread the pleats, and on the hair you lay them on top of each other. So I've already crossed the two parts of the gele. Guys, when you use that measurement, you have one short end and one longer end. So the shorter end is what I'm working on right now. I'm laying the pleats. I'm forming new pleats and laying them on top of each other. Guys, you need to see my previous video to if you don't already know how to measure your gele before you tie it. You need to see my previous video. It is well detailed and it will put you through on how to do your gele measurement before you tie it. So right now I'm laying the pleat on top of each other, as you can see. Okay, I made like 6 other pleats here, 6 other pleats, and please watch how I'm going to lay the longer parts on top of this. So I grab the longer one and leave the first 2 inch, then use it to secure the existing pleats. You see guys, so it doesn't look like okay, one ended here and another one continues here. You can see it looks like they are all together the same pleats from the beginning. That's the beauty of it, guys. So right now I'm smoothing out the remaining fabric before I'll proceed to make new pleats. So I'm making more pleats from that corner. As you can see guys, I'm making more pleats from this corner to the other end, from this end to the other end. I'm going to be making like 4 or 5 pleats. Like I said, the number of pleats depends on some factors which I've already discussed in the gele measurement video. Guys, please check that out. Check that video out so that you can have better understanding of how to do the measurements and the factors to consider when tying your gele, if you don't already know. So I'm making new pleats and I'm laying them on top of each other, like you can see. I'm laying them on top of each other and straightening them. Guys, you need to ensure the pleats are straight as possible, so that you don't end up having one end longer than the other end when you're almost done tying your gele. So I had her hold on to one of the side, which I am letting her leave right now, so that I can trace the pleat to this other end.
Everybody wanna take fine girls want to get talking loud, want to follow one day. Onion booty want to make man gay. Oh yeah, don't really want that dog. Don't really two and don't really three and
Guys, I don't know why the video keeps looking dark at some point. I don't know what was responsible for that. Probably because I was backing the camera or something. So I made the first 4 pleats on that longer hand. I'll be referring to this side of the ashokias, and on the longer hand I made 4 pleats, and I let her hold on to it firmly. As you can see, she's holding on to the first 4, then I'm pleating more new pleats and laying them on top of each other, straightening them from side to side, from one side to this other side. Sorry guys, my hand was blocking at some point. My hand was blocking the video at some point. I tried as much as possible to raise my hand so that you can clearly see what I was doing. This new pleats you're making, she doesn't have to hold on to it, because you're still going to continue working on the pleats later. So I do not let her hold on to it. She's only holding on to the first 4 from this longer end of the ashoki. So I'm laying the pleats and straightening them from this corner to this outer part. So I continue making the pleats till the end of the fabric. And guys, this is what you should have if you do it that way. Don't worry if you're a beginner and you try it and it doesn't look like this. It should be close, even if it doesn't look exactly like this. But as a beginner, you have to do a lot of practice to be able to do it perfectly. So if you can watch this video more than one time so that you can have a better understanding, please do that. So right now I'm continuing the pleats, picking them one after the other, straightening them and smoothing them. As you can see guys, I'm picking them one after the other, ensuring no pleats disappeared, ensuring no pleat is left out, ensuring they are all straightened out, and each pleat is obvious. Talking loud, want to follow one day. Onion booty want to make man gay. Oh yeah, don't really want that dog. Don't really two and dog. Guys, this part of the gele is very hard. I mean the gele fabric. The material is very hard. The shimmery part is very, very hard. And it was even hurting her at the back of her neck at some point. But I had to be as gentle as possible. Some gele fabric can be that hard sometimes, guys. If you have worked with gele, you would understand what I'm saying. So I'm letting her hold on to that first pleat she was holding on to earlier, and the remaining pleat using 2 fingers. And I went to tie it at the back once. Then I come back to continue smoothing out the pleats and tracing them out to the end of the fabric. So I'll do this till I exhaust all the fabric. I smoothen the pleats, then smoothing it out, and at the same time I'm using the other hand to slightly pull the fabric, the pleats all together up, so that my gele can be as tall as possible and as big as possible. So I'm letting her hold on to it while I go to tie it at the back. Before I tie it, I ensure I pleat all the pleats completely to the end of the fabric. This is the outcome, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things. I hope this video is helpful. Please let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me. And guys, if you can notice something, one side is behind her neck, one side is bigger than the other side. So I'm going to do this by pulling out the shorter side like I'm doing right now. I'll pull it out, straighten the pleats, smoothing the pleats out, and rearranging the pleats properly so that they look neatly done. Guys, I usually do this as much as possible on both sides so that I can have the highest height possible with my gele. You can see I'm pulling it out. You should do this, guys, so that your gele will not just be lying idle inside. Like the fabric will not just be lying idle inside. You have to exhaust every fabric there so that your gele can look so beautiful. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, and please subscribe if you haven't done that yet. I love you so much, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Love you. Mwah.
Nobody wanna give, everybody wanna take. Fine girls want to